Hey guys, Harsh here, back at the video. So today I have the Mini GT 462 number BMW M4 GT3, and this is from the IMSA Daytona 24 hours for the 22 season. And this particular livery or the car that you see over here is from Turner Motorsport, which comes with a nice red, blue and white liquid moly livery. And this actually reminds me of some of the old school liveries that race cars used to have, but now with the alcohol ban and the cigarette ban, they just find some crypto company and put the ad on there. And this is actually a very nice BMW M4 because it is a race version, and I am really liking the race version of the M4, so that's also one of the reason why I bought it. So let's just quickly see what is inside the package. And as you can see, it is a standard Mini GT packaging, nothing too special about it. So here is the car, and as you can see, it is absolutely littered with liquid moly sponsor. And let's just quickly take it out and take a closer look at it. From the image you can tell this car absolutely looks gorgeous all around the body, and as you can see, the front grille is actually painted red on the inside, which looks like a mouth, but it really gives a nice aggressive look to the car, but also very disgusting if you consider it as a human part. So anyways, let's start with the front. And as you can see, for some reason it has yellow headlights, which I'm currently not sure what for, but they are plastic inside headlight, and I think they have a yellowish type background, so it gives a nice yellow accent to the headlights. And I think it's very nice to see the details on the car as well. At the front bumper there we can see, I think it is the Michelin logo, which is quite small, and there is some printing error, so it is not quite clearly visible. On the side there we can see we have another liquid moly logo, although it is the first one. And if you look at the top of the grille, then we can see we have the BMW logo, which is I think not that much visible, but it is somewhat. And then on one of the grills we can see we have the IMSA logo. Now moving on to the hood, we can see we have another liquid moly logo along with the huge downforce creating thing, which I think is absolutely genius. So the air I think goes through here and goes out of here, so air goes here and comes out that way, so that pushes the front of the car down and creates some downforce on the front wheels. So in the hood we can see we have the Turner logo on the sides there, along with some vents on the top of the wheels. So I think this is to cool down the wheels as well, but they are not that much clearly detailed, but still it is pretty nice to see that they are there. And then moving on to the windshield, we can see we have a windshield wiper along with the BMW Motorsport logo. Now moving to the sides, I think this is one of my main unlikable part of the car, which is the side mirror, and they are painted green, but I don't really like the green color on the side mirror. I think black would have been pretty nice to see, but still the rest of the model compensates for it. But I think what I'm going to just paint them black anyway and put some reflective surface on them, because as stock Mini GT they don't have any reflective surface on either of them, as you can see, which I think they should start doing. And on the left of the wheel then we can see we have the Barletta logo, I think, and I'm not sure what the company name is. I'm completely in the dark over here. And underneath that I think it looks like the exhaust system of the car, but I thought it was at the back of the car, so I may be wrong in my previous video. Then we can see we have the number 96, and underneath that we have few more logos, which I'm quite not sure how to make out of them, but some of you who might have seen the logos before, I think you may be quite clearly seeing what that logo is. And right at the middle of the door frame we can see we have another liquid moly logo, which is quite clearly visible, and it is such a huge logo that I mean Mini GT could not mess this up. Even Hot Wheels could have done this job. And at the I and Q you can see we have the door handle, and this is on the same on the other side. As you can see here it is in UI, but that looks pretty good as well. I mean they could have done a more better job at it, but for what it's worth I think it's okay. Now moving to the number system, the number display, I think it is very well painted on the car body itself, because first when I was reviewing the Daytona BMW GT, the one thing I sort of in quick glance I look at the car and I go, hey, that could be a hole in the main body and a panel might be sticking out, but that's actually not the case. It is just a simple paint job, but if you look at it in real life then it will just look like a simple separate piece, but it is just a paint job. So I think that's pretty nice details that they have added there. And on the side of the mirror we can see we have the fuel ports and some other thing which I am not sure what they are, but I think it's quite nicely detailed as well. Now if you look at the interior you can see that or you can't actually, so let me just try to increase the brightness if it's any possible to see what's inside the car. We have a single racing seat along with the steering wheel and a dashboard, but that's about it. There is no second seat as this is a racing car, so nothing to add there. I mean, increasing the brightness did nothing for you guys, but it is just same as the same old Mini GT's logo, but it could be more detailed. But for me, I think it is quite okay because I'm not looking for the interior design of the car, I'm just for the exterior here. And on top of the door frame, you can see we have all the drivers that drove for it. Obviously this is a 24-hour car, so it needs to run 24 hours, so it needs 4 drivers as well to run it. Now if we move to the back of the windshield, we can see we have few more vents for the engine cooling. I think these provide some sort of extra cooling, I think, to the engine itself. Then we can see we have the Michelin mascot logo there right underneath the back fender there, along with some few other logo as well. And as you can see, the print quality I think is quite spot on, although the bottommost print I think is messed up big time, and I'm not actually able to make out what it is written, but still looks identifiable. So if you know what that sponsor was, then I think you will be able to determine what it is. And finally, moving on to the back, we can see we have a semi-sized diffuser, so it is not a huge diffuser but not a small one as well, so very nice to see it on the car as well. And it does give a very nice aggressive look to the car also. And if you look at the tail lights, they are red painted with silver accents, so that's pretty nice to see as well. And these are also plastic inserts, which is standard with Mini GT model. I mean, you are paying this much for a model, at least you could expect is plastic insert headlights. And if you look at the rear wing, then we can see we have another liquid moly logo, and it is a standard rear wing model. And you can actually see that the logo over here is actually a decal, which is not quite stuck onto the wing. I mean, you can see we have some tear going on, but for that small I think it's okay. And the other side is good, so I can just put the car like this and not the other way around. And at the top, I think I forgot, we have another engineering heavy division something logo. And I think that's about it for the model itself. The wheels I forgot to mention, they are quite standard Mini GT wheels with no treads on them, because this is obviously a racing car, so I think they run on slick tire. And this car is actually pretty low to the ground, so let me just show you with the box how low it is. So as you can see, pretty low it gets. I think it's only 1 to 2 millimeters gap between the surface and the underside of the car. Now let's quickly weigh the model and see how this actually weighs, because this is a diecast model, and one of the main thing about diecast model is how heavy are they. So let me just turn it on and quickly zero it. So let's place it on there and see how it weighs. So as you can see, 53 grams, so pretty heavy, but not that much heavy. I mean, Hot Wheels Premium I think are in the same range, so same as those, nothing too special, but you get added quality such as these plastic insert headlights and more sponsors on all around the car, because Hot Wheels I think sometimes they don't get any sponsors, so they just print a blank car with some design pattern and all that stuff. So I mean, it's pretty sad to see, but in Mini GT they print all the sponsors all around the car, which is obviously nice to see, and one of the main reasons why I buy these cars. So thanks for this video guys. If you have any doubts or comments regarding this video, you can obviously comment down below, and I will see you all in the next one.